Good afternoon. It is Saturday, May 30th, and welcome back to the Pulse at Home. I'm Mary Kite.
And I'm Kelly Maloney, yet again, bored at home.
Me too, Kelly, but we do have an exciting program in store. This week on the Pulse, Jack Beauregard updates us on what hair salons and barbershops are doing as businesses continue to reopen. And Sam Mushinski updates us on the current state of graduation.
We have all that and more in this week's program. Stay tuned because you're watching
The Pulse. Everybody is wondering when they can get their hair cut and what guidelines they have to follow. Jack Beauregard is here to deliver the answers.
Most of us know firsthand one of the biggest struggles of this quarantine.
My hair hasn't been this long in probably 30 years or so.
With the absence of hair salons and barbershops in Connecticut, people have been forced to fend for themselves.
It was a decision that me and four of my other teammates decided to do. We just cut it off to a zero and called it a day.
So I've been dyeing myself a little bit. It's definitely a little too long, laying flat. Could use another little dye job now, hence the hat.
May 20th was a date where Ned Lamont began the process of reopening the state economy, starting with outdoor dining, offices, retail and malls, museums and zoos, university research, and outdoor recreation businesses. Barbers and hair salons were notably left off that list.
My hair hasn't been this long in probably 30 years or so.
Lamont controversially moved the date for when hairstylists like Carrie Shervanack are allowed to reopen until June 1st. But as they reopen, there are strict guidelines put in place.
There are gloves for the stylist, masks on the client, masks on stylist, partitions in between stations, towels over the client's face while they're getting shampooed, and as well as keeping talking to a minimum.
These rules definitely raise some challenges for this line of work.
Although it is extremely difficult as a stylist to do my job with people wearing masks around their ears, it's hard to cut. Talking is part of the whole experience, so the guidelines are very hard, although I do see that they are for our safety.
It is important to keep in mind that restrictions like these are put in place for our safety, despite how harsh they may seem. From the Pulse, this has been Jack Beauregard reporting.
I know I'll be the first in line as soon as the hairdressers do get opened up.
Typically around this time of year, students looking to run for class board are hanging out posters and giving out speeches. Now that we're at home, that cannot happen. Liv McHugh looks at how students have adapted and the results of these past elections.
Class board elections are a pivotal aspect of the spring semester at Manchester High School, but the transition to a distance learning has put a change in this annual event. On Monday, May 18th, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors received emails instructing them on how to vote for class board elections. In the email, there were 3 links, one to a video which contained speeches from all the candidates.
Class of 2021, let's go be great together.
Running because I believe that there is a lack of representation within our school.
A document with the written version of those speeches, and a Google form to submit your final vote. Students were given until Wednesday, May 20th to cast their vote, and election results were announced the following day in an email by Mrs. Miner. Ben Roy, the candidate for the sophomore class, does not feel as if the online format has limited his campaign.
And I personally do not feel as if elections have been hindered. I just feel as if, due to the circumstances, they're just, being put on different format. Instead of in person, they're online. And the only thing really missing is our speech in person. But now it's online, so I don't really feel like it's a whole nother different process, if you will.
Congratulations to the class board of 2023. Marcia Ashan, Summer Garapi, Nadira Iqbal, Olivia Ramsdell, and Gemma Ramsey. The class of 2022. President Sabrina Lamb, Co-Vice Presidents Dara Song and Ben Roy, Co-Secretaries Emma Greenfield and Eden Lewis, and Treasurer Janai Plummer. Class of 2021. President Sam Mushinski, Vice President Mia Huang, Secretary Kai McLaughlin, and Treasurer Tiffany Henry. Congratulations, everyone.
Congrats to all those elected, and thank you to the teachers and administrators who made these elections possible at home.
In addition to school elections being changed, so has another staple of the high school experience, graduation. Luckily, Sam Mushinski is here to provide us with some insight on the situation.
That final walk through the crowd and that last shake of a hand. Across the board, graduation is one of the most meaningful parts of one's high school career. And to these high school seniors, graduation is
time to reflect on my experiences and my growth over the past 4 years, to celebrate with my friends and my peers all of our accomplishment in graduating, and also to show thanks and appreciation to my friends, family, teachers, and everyone who's helped me over the past 12 years get to where I am today.
Graduation for me was supposed to formally mark the end of our high school careers and just give us all a chance to celebrate together one last time.
And with this year's COVID-19 bombshell, everything is constantly changing, and graduation is no different.
We're planning for 4 days of small graduation ceremonies. There's kind of a series of well wishes and congratulation stations that each family will walk through as the student, and culminating with the student receiving their diploma at the front of Manchester High School.
The long and strenuous journey that is high school is recognized by all, including our principal, Miss Minor.
Each individual graduate kind of knows inside how important it is to them, their family, what they've overcome, and it's really the culmination of 12 years of education, and all the hard work that goes along with it.
While we can't physically be together for the seniors' graduation, the MHS community has proven time and time again that we're just as strong as ever. Soon the seniors will be able to walk across that stage and give their final goodbye as they throw their caps in the air. From Manchester, this has been Sam Mushinski reporting.
While it's not exactly as everybody imagined it, it'll still be a day to remember.
Along with the changes to graduation, for the first time ever, AP students took their tests at home. Abdullah Barlis looks at the methods that were used and the problems it may have caused.
When the pandemic hit the United States, resulting in school shutting down, many were left wondering about AP exams. Each year, millions of students take a 3-hour test to earn some college credits. However, with the current situation, things have changed. Instead of the normal 3-hour test, kids were now required to take a 45-minute test online with a 5-minute window to upload and submit their work. Technology comes room for thousands of errors. In the first few days of tests, we already saw problems. Kids would try to upload their work until to find some sort of technical difficulty, resulting in a make-up test. Regardless of the amount of AP exams that need to be made up, College Board has come up with a way to allow students to receive the credits that they deserve. Best of luck to those who need to retake or still need to take a test. From the Pulse, this has been Abdullah Barlis reporting.
I'm just glad those tests are over.
Well, that's all we have for you this week, Manchester. Tune into our next program as Daisy Gonzalez highlights the day in the life of an essential worker.
If you have any story ideas we might have missed, you can email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org.
And don't forget to follow us on social media and check out our past work by heading to mhstelevision.com.
I'm Kelly Maloney.
And I'm Mary Kite. And this has been
The Pulse.